Greetings and welcome, family. We're in for a treat tonight. We got a Sag High Priestess named Maat for you, for us, in the spirit of Ubuntu. So you know how we do in the beginning. We do our invocation so that we can get going. So let's get started. Let's get started. Let me get the video going for you. And here we go.
Putting out a call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
Magnets, crystals, pyramids. Magnets, crystals, pyramids.
Welcome to Magnets, Crystals, and Pyramids. Success is your destiny. Yes. Love, wisdom, power. Remember, always who you are. Yes. Yes. I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes. Yes. I am. Love, yes. Power. Yes. I am. Love, yes. I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes. Yes. I am. Love, wisdom, power. Master. Yes. I am. Yes. Love, wisdom, power. Yes. I am. Say to yourself. Yes. I am. Protected. Yes. I am. Master. I am. Yes.
Okay, real quick, because I'm excited about this. The latest on Xenon. I find when I wear one silver Xenon and one gold Xenon, it really hums even better than just the one. So, also had a Xenon amplification breakthrough. I'm waiting on the supplies to come in, and when I create it, I'm gonna let you know so that you can invest in Vital Force. In the meantime, while we do our invocation, if you're interested in getting a reading from High Priestess Maat after we do our opening, put in the comments where you are listening from and what your birthday is. And this isn't any astrology, numerology, palmistry, iridology. It's a whole nother experience. And I'm kind of excited about it because I'm like, ooh, let's see what happens. So a special acknowledgement to my Gemini sister out of Chi-Town, OJ Yemi, for making this connection. And I call OJ Yemi a fire starter because she's always bringing hot people, hot subjects, hot interviews. So thank you again, OJ Yemi. And let's say if we can burn the house down and get some heat out here in this cold northeast. All right. So wherever you're listening from, family, put it in the chat and then put your birthday so that you can get your reading tonight. Because first we're going to get an overview of what's happening. So I am in me, I am in you, the listening audience, now and the future. We thank and invite upon the shoulders of our ascended master ancestors, Yahshua, Mary of Magdalene, Black Madonna. We put a picture up here. We thank and invite to be on the show. We thank and invite Nikolai Tesla to be on the show tonight. We thank and invite Archangel of Protection, Archangel Michael, Angel of Healing, Archangel Raphael. We thank and invite Gatekeeper of Hollow Earth in Northern California, Saint Germain. We thank and invite Simeon Toko, Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrahim. And we thank and invite Sanat Kumara, Enoch the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. We thank Lady Buddha, Lady Krishna. We thank Imhotep, Ptahotep, Akhenaten. We thank and invite Heteru, Asar, Aset. We thank and invite Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy, Lakshmi. We thank and invite White Buffalo Calf Woman. We thank and invite Quetzalcoatl, Chief Geronimo, Chief Osceola, Chief Crazy Horse, Chief Sitting Bull, Chief Seattle. We thank and invite Chief Nat Turner, Chief John Brown. We thank and invite Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We thank and invite El Haj Malik El Shabazz. We thank and invite Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We thank and invite all South African Zulu shaman Credo Mutwa, who also speaks of the hollow earth and the inner influence upon the surface short lifetimes that we are presently experiencing. So we thank Credo Mutwa, all South African Zulu shamans. We thank all the shamans of Africa serving the rhythm of love supreme. We thank the forces of nature that live inside of us, because there's nothing outside, everything is inside. So we thank Ilegba, Oshun, Yemaya, Olokun, Oya, Shango, Ogun, Obatala, Orumila, Ochosi. We thank our bloodlines going back into the sea of eternity, back to the heart of the one most high that lives inside of us and not in the sky. Get over it. It's not in the sky, my brothers and sisters. We have been miseducated. Carter G. Woodson, the miseducation of the Negro, thinking that God is up in the sky with his toes hanging from the clouds. No, no, no. It's inside. So all you got to do is listen to people to see whether they got hell or heaven inside. Everything is inside, except us brothers. We swing from the south of the navel most of the time on the outside. But heaven's still inside. Inside. Get over it. Stop praying and reaching for the sky. Say, Lordy, 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 Lou, come and see what I can do. You know, it's all inside. All right. So we're going to bring on this beautiful Sag sister who is amazing. Got some stuff I haven't even heard of. Sister High Priestess Sag Maat Makaru. Amen. I mean, so let it be spoken. So let it be done. I'm making you big screen so we can look at you. Hold on. Oh, look at you, girl. You look indigenous to the land. You ain't no import. You're the landlord. We can see that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I got an artist Matu. I got to call artist Matu because you have a beautiful similarity to somebody he loves to paint. So we might have him paint. You know Matu?
He may not remember. He may remember me from our the priest who I initiated with, Harry Kafra.
I know Kafra.
Yeah,
I knew Kafra. Jefferson Avenue Kafra.
Yeah, that's
Golden
him.
white. Gold. Was it the blue and white?
The shrine of golden white lotus.
Golden white.
The
Yep.
pyramid matrix.
Yep. I remember.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Kafra was one of a kind.
Yep, let me show you.
Oh, this is too deep. Kafra made that?
Oh yeah, you can always tell his unks. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he moved to Georgia. Then he did his ascension in Georgia.
Yes. That's who I initiated with.
Wow. This is crazy. Kafra, we're gonna invite you to be on the show with us tonight. Because Kafra was something else.
Oh Kafra. Yeah, I tell people my unks have a pulse. They pulse. He put the frequency in, and oh man, okay, that's another show.
Oh yeah. So then you probably know Sister Sister Newt, whose husband used to make small unks to Tef. You remember Tef?
That name sounds familiar. I think they were
Capricorn to
before
Tef. And sister and his wife was named Sister Moot, and he used to make a bunch of ankhs.
me.
So especially now,
It sounds
yeah, girl,
familiar.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Sister Newt, she looked like she stayed happy and high all the time. So especially acknowledging, yeah, because Brooklyn had a different kind of funkadelic hotep rhythm back in the
Mhm.
day. 'Cause I came
Mhm.
on site in the '80s, and that's when Kafka was, had his temple and he was doing his thing, and
Yeah.
wow, oh,
Yeah,
this
I
is so
was later. I
cool.
was later. I remember them. I remember those names. But let me see. What was his name? Maka Kuvu.
Yeah, I know him too. He came looking for some money for gold. I ain't never get the gold.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
That's another subject, but yeah, he's still out there. I ain't heard from him after he got his money. He'd be like, "Yo, you ain't giving me no call back," But either
Okay.
I owed him from past life, or he gonna owe me in the future.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All
Yep.
right.
Makavuvu. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And let me see who else. And then I don't know who made Phil Valentine's ankhs. It might have been Kafra. I don't know.
Well,
Because
what's the name of the group? One of them passed away. Uh, mm, they're from Baltimore. They did a song about time. Uh, Why are their names? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But one, it was Brother Haru and dude, why can't I remember these names?
that's okay.
They were all
It'll
in those
come to you.
spots. Yep, it'll come.
And they were in Maryland.
Precise science
Precise science.
from Baltimore.
I remember Kafra used to teach a form of math that would make kids blow away math tests. Yep. He knew how to. Family, your public education system is a killing field for the genius of the children. Mathematics is being taught Stone Age in the public school system. Do you have people from India? The reason to become doctors and lawyers so easily? No, doctors. The Indians love to be doctors. The ruling class love to study finance and also banking. They don't want to be, the ruling class don't want to study medicine that's been compromised by Rockefeller along with the education. Rockefeller said we're going to graduate fools from the schools that will just work in a factory. So you really don't learn anything about taxes, running your own business, any kind of trade. They took away the music classes. They took away the trade. They took away the classes for women to know how to hold down a home. They used to call, I forgot what they call that, home economics.
Yep, that's what they called it.
And the men, we took up, it was industrial,
Wood shop.
wood shop. We would learn to change tires. We would learn plumbing, electrical, carpentry, how to put up sheetrock, how to make a house, and the women would learn how to run a house. And Rockefeller said we got to get rid of everything to teach that would make a normal adult. We got to destroy it. So Rockefeller destroyed the education system. He destroyed the herbal-based medical schools to have them all cracked out on oil-based petroleum prescriptions. And he forced that upon the folks. Said, if you don't become a petroleum crackhead pusher, we're going to close you down. So we had a Sith Lord. I think he was an ET, really. He was an evil ET that came down and corrupted the planet. Yep. Starting with America. Yeah. So, yeah, family. That's deep. You knew Kafra. Wow.
Yes. Very well.
And you remember his wife?
Yes. Nana Happy.
Nana Happy. God bless her soul. Because she was the first one to make her ascension. Then Kafra. And then you remember Grandmaster Cam?
Yep.
Oh! Yeah, Grandmaster Cam started stepping into Tantra. I remember. And he had his office on Marcus Garvey. He,
Mm.
he
Hmm.
was with Queen Afua and Baba Harura Ankh Samaj for a little while. Then he had his own office on Marcus Garvey.
Okay.
I remember
Okay.
going by to visit him there at his spot. And
Hmm.
let me see who else was back then. Wow. So you remember more hugging, less drugging, more hugging, less drugging. Remember him?
No.
Oh, family, if y'all remember who we talking about, he passed away. He's an ancestor too. But he used to work the subway system. And he would say, more hugging, less mugging, more hugging, less mugging.
I love it.
Yep.
No, I don't know that one.
hmm
Mm.
There was a whole different posse back then.
Okay.
Activists.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Abu. He lived on Jefferson Avenue. You had the drummers from. Do you ever go to the drummer circle in Prospect Park?
No, I'm not from New York. I was just there, when I was doing my initiation. I mean, I know a whole gang of folks from there, but no, I can't say. Now, if you ask me about DC, and then we go to Malcolm X Park for the drum circles, yeah.
Oh, DC. Never went to
Mhm.
the drum circle in DC. I used to go to the one in Brooklyn in Prospect Park. Yeah. Did you
No,
ever get
I
a chance?
didn't.
You ever meet Lloyd Strayhorn?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what
I know
about
who he
Doc?
is, though. Yeah,
You know
but
who
I've,
he
I've never
is?
met him.
He's
Mm-hmm.
he's got a birthday coming up in about a week, February 16th. And
Okay.
special acknowledgement to uh, King Simon. His birthday was the 7th. No, February 1st. So all Aquariuses, we say happy birthday.
I say.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad we having this conversation. Before we go into it, I gotta put this announcement. Let me put this up. This is for there's a yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, here it is, YouTube. Okay, hold on. Hold on, family. We're doing a fundraiser for Nicholas Bookstore. Times ain't easy. So I have this I want to put up as a promo. So we're gonna do this first. Hold on a second. Let me just put this right here. Hold on. High Priestess Maat. I just want to give
Mhm.
kudos to Kafunya and Shari, Sister Bridget, Coconut Rob. There's a whole posse at Nicholas Bookstore. And I want to have this. We need y'all's energy contributions tonight, family, for Nicholas Bookstore. Also, there's a health fair coming up. But let me share this with the family now. Okay, here it is. Let me see. Do 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 do. Okay. Let me turn this on. Boom.
This is Monique Nicholas, owner of Nicholas Brooklyn. I know by now y'all have seen the GoFundMe out there. Yes, it's a real thing. Yes, we need help. And to everyone who has shared it, who has donated, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really got like a lot of calls between yesterday and today. Everybody's been wanting to do some fundraisers for me. So I appreciate everyone's efforts. Like, you know, any little thing that anybody wants to do will help. So, to everyone again who has donated, shared, called, text, or simply checked in, thank you. It does not and it will not go unnoticed. But last summer, things really started to shift. Costs went up, repairs piled up, competition increased, and I've been stretching and prioritizing every dollar in a way that doesn't even feel like me, for real, for real. Seeing businesses open just doors away and mirroring what we built over decades has been challenging, but I'm still here, still working, still believing. And I know y'all have to know, especially if you know me, that it took a lot for me to even start this GoFundMe because I've always been that person people come to for help. And being on the other side of that, that is like really humbling. So even when I became a single mother 6 years ago, asking for help was hard. So, I'm usually used to figuring things out on my own, and I've just always been that girl. So I started this GoFundMe yesterday, and the love I've already received has honestly meant more than I can put into words. And a lot of people are asking, like, well, what repairs do you need? So right now we need some HVAC repairs in the back of the shop and in the front. We need new glass panels in the front here, and we just need support to help cover other essential operating expenses. So we've been here for 52 years. This place is community, culture, and family. And if we've ever impacted you, I'm asking for your continued support, and whatever you can give, like no donation is too small. If it's $1, if it's $2, $5, $10, it's still going to make a difference. So, and if you can't donate anything, like, just please help share it out. And just wanted to say I love you all, and thank you for rocking with us for all these years.
All right, y'all heard it. We got to have a party, donation party. So um, now, let's get to the business at hand. High Priestess Maat M Makaru. What is galactic? What is it called? Galactic signatures? Tell me what you got going on. What you got cooking in that pot? Because I ain't never heard about this before. Oh, you got to unmute your mic.
My mic
Yeah.
is muted. Okay. All right. Let me tell you about a galactic signature. All right. So, a galactic signature, it comes from our Olmec, the Olmec cosmology, right? Some people may know it as Mayan, Quiche, right? And we use the dream spell to calculate these galactic incarnation cycles. And just so everyone knows, like the basis of dream spell comes from the Quiche now, or the Mayan cosmology, Olmec cosmology, right? Because we know the Mayans even told you that, they pointed back, say, well, we're the timekeepers, but this came from our foreparents, which were the Olmec or the She people, right? And just like with the Dogon, right? They have several calendars. They had several calendars, including that countdown calendar, or the 2012 calendar, where everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world." And that was just one calendar to indicate the end of a time period. One of the most sacred calendars, though, they talk about is this Zocan calendar. And the Zocan calendar is based off of 260 days. And 260 is significant because it is approximately 9 months or 9 moons, as we say, right? And so that's an incarnation cycle. That's how long it takes for one of us to come into this form, right? As a divine being, source, God, goddess, whatever you want to call it, in the physical. That's how long it takes, approximately how long it takes to for one of us. Also, that calendar can be broken down into, there are 20 archetypes, and archetypes are like deities. So Orisha, Abosong, Neteru, um, the Loa. So, and you'll see when you hear us talk about these signatures, you'll hear how there are attributes of these particular archetypes that represent, the same deities that you hear about all the time, right? Also, so there are 20 of those, and if you take that 20, and each of those 20 have 13 functions that they can operate through. So 13 times 20 is 260. So that's how you get those 260 days, or what they call the 260 faces of the creator, which all of us incarnated as one of those, right? And so when we're talking about your galactic signature is different than numerology or astrology, because like we found out earlier, we both Sagittarius. November 25th, I'm November 26th, right? Well, the thing is, even though we are both Sagittarius, we are not the same archetype. Why? Because it takes 260 days to come back around to your unique signature. So I am the white galactic wind. I'm going on November 26th, and it takes 260 days to come back around to my same signature. So this is how you can have so if you use astrology, right, and it says, there's certain signs in astrology, they say, oh Lord, don't ever have a Scorpio and Sagittarius. I don't know, okay, if that's right, but right, they might say that, right? But or they say Scorpio and Sagittarius don't get along, right? Or earth signs and water signs don't get along, or whatever it is, right? However, in this cosmology, they might be the same archetype, or they might be in the same group, or because it's 260 days that's determining the frequency of that in that person, that one, right? And so with that, so it's pretty interesting. Once I found this cosmology, or it found me, I was like, okay, all right. So this is telling me a whole lot more, or this is giving me a little bit more information than being I'm a 34/7, in numerology. I'm a Sagittarius. I got what do I have rising? I think I got Gemini rising, whatever, and as Sagittarius, and and then it expanded, and it really kind of nailed it on the head, because my signature says I harmonize in order to communicate. Modeling breath. I seal the input of spirit with the galactic tone of integrity, and I'm guided by the power of death. And I said, oh, wait a minute. Now, I understand all them words, but I do harmonize to communicate. I do kind of like feel what I got to get the sense of, who I'm talking to. And then I kind of curve it towards, my communication or my communion towards that. Modeling breath. I had to skip over that one for a second, because I said, I don't know, what do that mean? Right? I don't know what that means. Right? But in the breath, right? I'm the wind. Breath is what you breathe. And the winds, right? We have an interesting way of setting the atmosphere, right? So, because what is wind? What's wind when it's not blowing? It's air. It is the atmosphere. It is what you breathe. And the winds are communicators. They are also known as the speaking tubes of spirit. And we all have a speaking tube. So when we get into this is what I want everybody to know, right? Okay, there is not one archetype that's better than the other. There is not one archetype it's not a hierarchy. It's not a competition. You may find when you hear us talk about these archetypes, you might say, wait a minute, that sounds like me. And that would sound like me too. And that one, right? So these are your galactic incarnation signatures, are like your specialty. This is what you specialize in. And I specialize in harmonizing in order to communicate. I specialize in being the speaking tube of spirit. And at first, sometimes when you hear these, it seems like it's a lofty title that you have, right? And but once you really get into the cosmology and you see like where your signature fits, and you'll see as we go into these readings, where it sits in, because I want to say this part too before we get started, in a wave spell, right? A wave spell, again, these are modern translations. I want everybody to know that this is not what they call them in Olmec times. But what they found is they had these cycles of 13. Now, 13 is very significant because that is a feminine number, and that's the number they tell you to stay away from. Like Friday, you're supposed to stay in the house because it's going to be Friday the 13th, right? So, but 13 is significant because if you follow the feminine system, it takes 13 days for an egg to mature. And then on the 14th day is released.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I got a whole womb evolution program that, that starts with that part. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yes, 13 days. And you can literally follow those 13 tones. We call them tones, or those 13 functions. They are a one-to-one match to the feminine system, starting from the first day of the menstrual cycle, which is the magnetic tone. That magnetic tone is, it magnetizes a purpose. So if you having a if it's a time for your cycle, and you know you're gonna have a period, right? You feel it on that first day. It literally magnetizes, it starts attracting. You can feel, you can feel the walls as they are starting to break down. Like you can feel it, right? And it's a one-to-one match. I can go through every tone and match it up to the 13 days of the menstrual cycle. And we
You
do
know
that
what,
in our
Sister,
Womb Evolution course.
Sister Sag, Priestess Maat, my intuition guided me to make the Mayan, I think it's
Look at
called
that.
Hunabku,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Oregon. And they'll
Wow.
be available at the health fair and also at Nicholas on Sundays.
I can
And
feel that.
you can feel the energy.
Uh-huh.
I wear
Yep.
2 of them.
Oh, look at that.
And these are handmade.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And
Look
the
at
first time I heard about Hunabku was from Baba Phil Valentine.
Yes, yes.
And then
So
when I made your flyer for tonight's show, look in the middle, the
look at
symbol.
that. Look at that. Yep. Look at that. I say.
So this is fascinating. And you got
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of folks up in here. I just want to acknowledge some of the folks saying Sandra Small saying greetings,
Okay.
family. You
Greetings.
got Melada Bloodlines Restoration.
Yeah. That's Priestess Moot right there. Priestess Moot.
Priestess Moot.
Yes.
All right. You got Gloria Walters. Greetings, everyone. Atlanta, Georgia. Melanated Bloodlines is Atlanta, Georgia. You got New Jersey in the house.
Hey,
Goddess London.
Goddess London. All right.
Then Melanated Bloodline said something else. Priestess Maat Nefer Habibullah of the Mimek priesthood.
Mimic. Yeah.
Mimic.
Melanated immortals making evolutionary changes.
Woo! That's a mouthful. San Antonio, Texas. Okay, this is the first one that has a birthday right here. Then you got Johnson City, Tennessee's listening in.
All right.
And then you have Nefens Shaka, Peace Family.
Peace.
Goddess London got 323.74. You got Dominican Republic
All
listening
right.
in.
Okay.
Brother Shaka. And greetings. Shaka, yeah, he's saying greetings. You got UK listening in. Gloria Walters. She got her date of birth, 1st of March, 1960.
Okay.
All right. Let me see who else. Rebirth of Wisdom. Huh?
I said she in the UK. She up late.
Yeah, she up late. Yeah, you got the folks around the world listening up.
Yes.
Blessings and bliss.
All
Rebirth
right.
of Wisdom.
Swan. Yeah, I know her.
You know her?
Yes.
Yeah. You got
Yes.
folks. Greetings from the Priestess Maat. Agnes. She's supposed to sent me a video last week. She was like, I want to be on your show. I was like, send me a music video. Still waiting, Agnes, for you. We met in the Prospect Park about 35 years ago. You know Free Spirit? You might know Free Spirit. You meet her, you won't forget her.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. What
Agnes Free Spirit?
She from here?
Yeah.
We call her Free.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Light skin.
Yes. Now I'm about to say light skin. Yes. Free.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Small world. Small world. Okay, you got 0825 Ross. Peace, High Priestess.
Yes,
so good to see you on this platform. You got May Tubes 5, Hotep High Priestess.
Hey.
You got Sandra Smalls again. Hamden, Connecticut, sending the warmth of my heart to keep you warm. 9/13/1957, South Kakalaki Barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, getting back into your flow. So the Mayan, the Aztec, the Hunab Ku. How'd you tap into all that? That's deep, sister. We don't hear too many of our folks talking about this.
So, are you familiar with Baba Wanik Kimi Tahuti Shabazz? Y'all probably have
That's a
crossed
lot
paths.
of names.
He's from New York. He's from up top.
You
Yeah,
talking
but
about Brother Shabazz?
the radio what is it? F. I know I can't.
I don't know. I know Brother Shabazz. He has events at LIU.
No. He's in Atlanta. He's the program director for the public radio there in Atlanta, Georgia. He's from New York, but he lives in Atlanta. He's been in Atlanta for a long time.
Oh no, I don't think I don't know him yet. I might have seen him.
If you see him, you probably say, "Oh yeah, I know him." So okay. Let me see. Let me give you the long story short. So I started the brain balancing program with Dr. Jewel Pookrum some years ago. This was over 10 years ago. Man, this was a long time ago. Okay, well, anyway. And he came. They're longtime friends. He came and he brought the law of time.
Ooh.
And yes, and so when he came, he started doing classes. Him and another brother who we now call Nebtaharka. But at the time, Nebtaharka was an apprentice. But so Baba Wanik came and he started teaching law of time. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And see, somebody had given me my galactic signature before I met him. And but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. And so once he started he started teaching the classes. Of course, I became the teacher's pet. And and then it just took off from there. I started teaching classes, and then we moved to our own platform, myself, Bawanik, and Nebtaharka, and we started an organization called Mimic Melanated Immortals, making evolutionary changes. And so from there, we were just like in deep. Nebtaharka teaches a part of it called the Hollow Mind Perceiver. And you'll hear me talk a little bit about it. But anyway, this thing just kind of took over when they came and they started teaching. And, it just, it solidified, it confirmed who I knew I was. And it also grounded me into becoming what I, just being in, and stop running from it. Like, sometimes we know that we are this holy and divine person, and we're going to do this, and we do this, and we do, we take all the classes, we go and we get hypnotized, we do 5 readings a month, we do what I'm saying. And just because this world has programmed us to be uncertain and to be unsure of who we are. And once I got these readings, and as I started going deeper and deeper into it, I mean, we've expanded it past what they wrote in law of time. Like when you come in, you take the classes with us, you're not gonna find how we say it any place else, because we've evolved it. We've taken it to another level. Right. So that's what happened. So that's how I came upon it, and how it became upon me. Right. And remember, I said I'm the wind. Right. The wind is the speaking tube. And so I just allowed myself to be that. Stop looking over here and over there and over here and over there. I've always been very good at speaking or doing presentations. I've never, I'm not shy. I don't, I remember my sisters told me, they said, yeah, when you were little, you just talked all the time and you weren't afraid of adults or anything. In our generation, you were scared, adults were scary. They're like, oh, don't say nothing, you know, or you'll get in trouble. And they just said, you just kept talking. You just keep talking. And I was like, I don't remember. And they said, why? Because you were talking. So anyway, I owned it. And now, you know, that's what I do. I don't really have, I tell people this all the time. Yes, I've written a lot of books, and I have, you know, I say I got a vault of workshops and classes and stuff. I can pull, you know, you can stop me at the bus station or the airport and say, hey, High Priestess, give us a workshop. I'd be like, okay, sit down. And, you know, and I'm just, I got about 2 or 3 of them, right? So, but I really don't have a whole lot of other things that I do. You know what I'm saying? So this allowed me to just go all in. Be the speaking to. You the speaking to, that's what you're gonna do. Right. And so that's what we're here to do this evening. Right.
Okay, so you go ahead and do your thing, sister, because I'm getting ready to put up the ticker tape for your contact information.
Okay, do you have all of that? If you don't, we got Priestess Maat is in the chat, and she got everything.
I'm going to copy and paste what you sent me, what you text me.
Okay.
And you tell me if this is okay, because I could tell you just warming up. I want to make sure I got the information. Because you taking over this, I could just sit back and sip my tea, and just
get you a snack. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, I ain't got to do nothing tonight. I could just fall back and let you go ahead and do the rest of the show, and that's what I'm gonna let you do, because that's the way we flow. I'm putting it right here.
Okay.
Like this. Let me see. And then I'm gonna paste it again, but paste again. So we just have it flowing, because you on the roll, and and that's what's happening.
All right.
Here it is. Scroll across the bottom. Timer. I don't want no timer. Timer's off. Add banner and show it. Tell me if this is correct. YouTube.
Yeah.
What's
Immortals.
And you give me the cue when you want me to play that song that I created for you.
Yes. I'm sure it's gonna flow in. in.
I'm just falling back. Do you? Okay. Whenever you're ready to do the readings, go ahead, because if you got the folks' attention.
Okay, well let's start with the readings, right? Unless you have another question about. Oh, I wanted to say one thing. Okay, I have to say this because All right, so the Hunab Ku, the picture that you see, that's also the cervix.
Ooh.
Okay, that's the cervix. So that's a part of what we teach called womb evolution, right?
You said that's the cervix.
Oh, that's the cervix. The cervix is a circle and a dot. Right. And so you have to think the magnetics of how that the sperm gets into goes up through the uterus into the fallopian tubes and all of that. It's a spiral, but it's a circle. It starts with a circle and a dot. And I'm gonna say this because I know maybe having some people that look into the history. I look at everything. Now here's something about this the archetypes, right? I'm the wind. or let me tell you about the tones, right? So the tones, right? I remember I said there are 13 tones, right? The first tone is the magnetic tone. It deals with purpose. The second tone is, so once you have your purpose, the second tone deals with the challenge to the purpose, right? So, and it's great that as soon as you determine the purpose, right, this is what we experience, you have a challenge to see, to kind of stabilize you, to make sure, a lot of times, we are, we have this person that we are, but it's in a vacuum. You don't necessarily know who you are until you can hold that frequency, regardless of what happens or if things are not perfectly aligned. So that second tone comes in as a challenge, but it comes in as a challenge to stabilize things. The wind is the first archetype to. I always say they challenge creation or purpose. So, well, why we do this? Why is this a water bottle? Why? Why is it a water? And why is this water? And whatever. And ask all those questions. So it's like a million questions. And so when I did take on this cosmology, I went past where I got it from, right? So, I looked up the names, I looked up the history behind them and where they come from and why they come from them. And a lot of times people don't like for me to say this, but I just feel that I have to say it because here's my tone. My tone is the eighth tone. It's the tone of integrity, right? And so sometimes I'd be like, oh, all right, just let it slide, right? Okay. So, if you look up the Hunab Ku and the history of the Hunab Ku, now I like that the Hunab Ku in the sense of what it represents. But if you really look up the history of it, it was not one of the original things. I'm going to say that it was not part of the original cosmology. It was actually forced. Okay, when the Jesuits came and they saw that the Mayans, Olmec, the Aztec had multiple, everybody got a problem with having more, multiple deities or 260 faces of one deity, right? It's a problem. And so once they saw that, they said, no, you all have to have a one God concept. And that is where Hunab Ku came from. That name was not a part of the original context of the cosmology of how this, of the Olmec cosmology. However, if you go with what it means, okay, and the energy that you take everything, you take the whole of everything, and it's one thing, right? Because we, in our bodies, right, we got one body, but we got a whole bunch of things going on in our body. We got one brain, but we got a gazillion trillion neurons going on in our brain. But we got one body. So it represents that. So I always tell people when we're talking about the Hunab Ku, you want to make that you to God. If it's going to be something new that got created and got added to this cosmology, it's going to be how we take it to the next level, how we then expand it. Right. So I have to say that because I be feeling like, oh, it's going to come back. Somebody going to go back and say, I looked up the Hunab Ku and, that was not part of the original cosmology. And so anyway, I had to throw that out because I have the galactic tone of integrity. So I got to say it. All right. But that does not, we don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We just allow, because the cosmology itself is amazing in how it can describe who we are and then help us, like I said, keep us grounded in evolving more and more and more. Right. So y'all all right with that one? Okay.
Yeah, this sounds good.
Okay, great.
This is good. I'm still rocking from what you said that this looks like the womb. Now you got me wondering. So if this is the womb, what does the yoni look like? Yoni look like this too? Whirlpool?
Well, I'm gonna say that's the energy of.
I'm getting ready to say.
Yeah. It's the cervix is a circle and a dot, and you see that that's like the symbol of
the
rock.
sun.
Oh, right. And listen. Okay.
We're going in. Go ahead. Let it rip, Sag.
Okay. All right.
Let it rip.
Another pull, a rug pull, right?
Yep. I think the yoni look like this because y'all got some power. And this looks like something that could hypnotize you. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's the energy right there.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about the sun, right?
Go ahead.
Guess who carries suns?
Say that again.
Guess who carries suns?
Who?
Right? the female avatar, right? So they have this is I learned this from Baba Wani as well, right? So, there's always, they relate the woman to the moon because of the moon cycle. But in addition to that, right, one of the things that we don't hear about a lot is, see, this is why we teach cosmic anatomy, right? This is a combination of what I learned from Baba Wanik and Dr. Joe Pukra. If you take an ovum, an egg, a female egg, or any egg, really, even an animal, and you put it under a microscope, and you take the sun that's in the sky and put it in a telescope, they look very similar, right? It's a black ball with yellow stuff all around it, and they do very similar things. When the sperm, the very few sperm that get to the egg, when they get there, you can see, you can see the picture where the sperm is going all the way around the egg. Well, if you in the sky, you don't really see, they don't show the pictures, right? But right now, this sun or even other stars out there, they have several comets that are situated around them, just like the comets are attracted to stars or suns, and they look just like sperm. And what happens with
Oh, y'all
comets,
going deep tonight.
they
OJ
do
Yemi would love hearing us. Yo, she be like, yeah, everything's the mother. Everything is the mama. That's
Yeah.
OJ Yemi.
Yes, I say OJ Yemi. And so the comets get absorbed by the sun most of the time, right? Unless there's one that's big enough, to pierce a star. If it is, then that is a cosmic, that's a galactic event. And
Wow.
all of us came in here under something like that. So if there's a comet that, now let me tell you about the comet, because let's get the brothers involved here. The comet, what is it made out of? It's made out of the most some of the most ancient particles in the cosmos. That's what the comet is carrying with it. Okay, if it hits a star, if it's big enough to pierce a star, and you think about it, right? Most comets are smaller than suns or smaller than stars in the body. The egg is super big compared to the sperm. But if that one sperm that has the seed of life force in it that can catalyze that egg, it's going to cause a life-changing event. So the same thing happens, as they say, as above, so below. That happens in our everyday lives, right? And sometimes we don't really think about it, whether you're the first child or the 17th child, right? Everything. Oh, she on here.
She's like, mama's everywhere. Mama's in your car tires.
Yes. Whether you the first one or you the 17th one, right? When you came into being, into this avatar, it represented a cosmic event. This is why this is why we call it galactic incarnation signatures, because it is significant to be one of us. It's significant to be you, because if you were the first one, then you changed the lives of the two parents that had you. And then if you was the second one, you still changed it, or the third one, or the fourth, or the 15th. It didn't matter. Every time it's a new thing being added to the galaxy that we call, or the solar system that we call, a family. Right?
Ooh,
so this is
solar
why,
system family.
come on.
Oh, okay, that's a mind bender right there.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this is who we are. So this is why these are galactic incarnation signatures, because this is every time one of us come in, this God coming in. Okay. If you want to worship the Most High, I say this all the time, be the Most High in your expression, because you have the full authority and right to be that on earth. You don't have to ask. You don't got to pray. You ain't got to ask for no permission to be in your birthright. Okay, I'm just saying that's just my perspective. That's a perspective. Okay,
That's deep. That's definitely a head twister.
all right.
It's an antiviral injection you just gave us to get rid of colonization out of that. Because, we got colonization viruses and people be acting out because they got viruses of colonization and they don't know how to act.
That's it. That's it. We scared. They put the fear and always being in a deficit, right? Always coming from the bottom. You got to work your way up to being, whatever. No, you came in that way. We've just been programmed to keep allowing problems to be bigger than purpose. Purpose is more powerful than problems. That's what we say. And we're not limited. Now, we're not pretending that we don't have no problems. We don't have no situation. We have no traumas, dramas, and karmas. But we're saying that we're not limited by them. Because we have the full authority of our galactic incarnation as heaven on earth, as source on earth in this formation, and to activate all of that. And so that's why we love doing these galactic incarnation readings. So let's get to the first one. All right.
Go ahead. Here come the readings, family.
Okay.
Put down your birthdays if you want to read. Give them a teasing quickie, Priestess Maat. Give them a tease, I know you can go in deep. So,
Yeah. I know. I can't do a full reading for everybody. I already got 1, 2, 3,
listen,
4.
Y'all ain't that special. You're going to get a full read tonight.
No, I'm not going to do it.
You're just going to have enough to spin your wig and make you twirl so that you can look like the Hunab Ku. Oh, yeah. She's going to put the spin on you tonight, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Sis, do your thing.
All right, here we go. So we got, I don't know, first one I saw was San Antonio, Texas.
Let me put it up. Let me put it up.
February 19th, 1973.
February 1973. Yeah. Empress Evelyn.
Okay. Empress Evelyn is the blue rhythmic hand. Okay. And her signature says, I organize in order to know, balancing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with a rhythmic tone of equality, and I'm guided by my own power double. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this one, if you want to know anything about anything spirit, she probably already knew about the Hunab Ku. She probably was like, girl, you can finish my sentence, because I looked that up already. I know, right? Because she is the blue hand. The blue hand.
It sound like she's a whirlpool. She's a hypnotic whirlpool.
Yeah. She sits in the seat of power in the court of knowledge.
Woo.
Right. And so, and literally, we want to talk about the womb too. That's right in the center of the womb, but it's also the part of the brain that's right back here, right? And she is the one who sits in the seat of power. So what she's and she's called, the blue hand is called the avatar, right? So all the knowledge that we have. So the blue hand is being fed that power to that ability to sit in that seat of power. Literally, this is like the court of knowledge is like the court of creation, right? Because the very first archetype is in that court and feeds all of the information, the primal force is what they call it, for who we are, your being, and sends all of that energy into this court of knowledge. And the blue hand sits right in the center and just collects it all and literally has the tree of life, the tree of death, the tree of good and evil. All of that is being fed into this blue hand, and the cosmos is being reflected, right? And these individuals, these are, they're ones, they know a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes they know stuff without even knowing that they know it, right? They just, rattle it off, and then they look in the book and say, oh yeah, that's in the book, right? So that's the blue hand. That's would you say Empress Evelyn. she's also one of the reasons I say she knows a whole bunch of things, a lot about things spiritually, is because she's the sixth tone in the wave spell of the white wind, right? And that's me. Hey, white wind, right? The wind is the wind wave spell is the wave spell of communication. It's the wave spell of spirit. Okay. And so she transforms that by organized. You're probably a very good organizer. You like to make sure that if people are like, she probably the first one to take notes. She probably got all the notes that we just said about everything. And they're color coordinated, all of that. But she also likes to anything spiritual. I'm just telling you, she's on it. She's reading about it. She's taking classes. She's learning. She's going to events. She's doing all of these different things. But
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the blue hand. The blue hand is the one that's announced. Now, let me say this part. One of the issues that the blue hands may have is sometimes they don't know how to implement, right? They may have a little trouble implementing what they know because some of the knowledge and things is so advanced and it comes so fast, right? And so sometimes they have to just slow down and use, I can't go into the Destiny Cross because then we're gonna really be
Yeah, keep it light because you got a
yes.
line of folks waiting to get the reading tonight.
Okay. All right. So does that sound pretty good, Evelyn? All right. So remember that the blue rhythmic hand, and definitely we can follow up with you if you want more information about that one.
Now, this is where if people wanted to get their own consultations, this is the information here.
Yep.
Okay.
You go to the web. You can go to the website. Or I know we got people in the I got people in the chat. They can go to the website. If you go to the website, there is a link there to schedule a
melanatedimmortals.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Empress, thank you. Next one is Goddess London 32374.
Goddess London. All right. So okay.
Another heavy one.
This one is the yellow cosmic seed, and it reads, I endure in order to target transcending awareness. I seal the input of flowering with the cosmic tone of presence, and I'm guided by the power of elegance. Okay, so she is kin 104. All right, out of 260. And I don't think what did I say? She was the rhythmic. What number is that? The rhythmic hand is kin. I'm sorry. So the first one, Evelyn, you're 227. Kin 227. Okay. Goddess London, you are kin 104, the yellow cosmic seed. Okay. So now the seed, that's OJ Yemi. She is a seed. She's not the cosmic seed. But the this one, okay. So the seed, let me do this first. Because I'm going too fast, right?
Go ahead, Sag.
So you gotta remember the colors, right? So red initiates, right? White refines, blue transforms, and yellow ripens. So I'm gonna tell you something real quick, just so everybody can remember as we go through these readings. So red, those are your initiators. Those are the ones who jumpstart everything. They the first ones into something, the first ones that want to do something, the first ones they initiate things, right? The white kin, they are the ones that refine. So if you hear me say you're red this or you're white that, right? Oh, the white kin, they refine things. So they are the ones who them and the red kin, they love being around each other. We just sit, I'm a white kin, right? So we'll just sit, go back and forth and have all kinds of conversations. Oh yeah, oh, that's what you want to do. Let me tell you what. So the white kins are like idea generators. Once they get they get a spark, then they're like, they can generate a whole bunch of ideas about how to do it. And then you do it this way. And then you put this right here, right? They're literally preparing it for the blue kins. The blue kins are transformers. They transform things, right? So after it's been refined, they transform. If you a blue kin, like that blue hand, right? The blue monkey, you may not like things like if somebody comes say, hey, what you think about this bottle? Right? And they don't say nothing, they just wait for you. Like, what else do you want me to say about this bottle, right? Because you're waiting to transform it. You want them to say, hey, what do you think about the way this is written on this bottle this way? I'm thinking about putting this part right here and that part right here. What do you think about that? Right? A blue can to say, oh, okay, now you got me. But you just came and showed me a bottle. I don't want to see that bottle. Y'all, you might cuss them out, right? So that's the blue. The yellows are the ones, they are the ones that put the icing on the cake. Right? So it may seem like sometimes the yellows are sitting in the back, they not answering no questions. You think they're not paying attention. Sometimes the yellow kin, they say they lazy, but they're not. Right? The yellow kin will wait for the blue to come in and transform, and they say, listen, let me tell you how you can really make this bottle special. Right? You put that right there, and boom. And then and everybody was like, damn, you was listening. So I had to say that because we got a yellow kid, right? So the yellow cosmic seed, right? And I'll read it again just in case you didn't hear me or you forgot what I said. I said, I endure in order to target transcending awareness. I seal the input of flowering with the cosmic tone of presence, and I'm guided by the power of elegance. Okay, so this one right here. Okay, so the cosmic tone is the 13th tone. All right, and so the 13th tone is the one that has endured the entire thing, right? So sometimes those who have the 13th tone, they may be very cynical. So I think who's this Goddess London? She probably real cynical, right? she may find a lot of things real funny, and but you know, and is kind of quick to speak her mind, right? And sometimes people may find it, they may get a little offended or whatever, but probably very super intelligent, and has probably had a lot of things, unexplained things to happen in her life, right? Experiencing, you know, I don't know, she might be laying in the bed and the ceiling disappears and it's something else, right? And knows a lot of things that are so-called out of worldly, so that may have kept her through her life to kind of, you know, hold back, but also at the same time become very cynical when she's dealing with mundane things.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We got another one.
Okay.
London, UK.
London.
March 1st, 1960.
Okay, March 1st, 1960. Oh, you same as my daughter. Oh my God. Listen. The yellow electric human. That's Kin 172. Okay. Gloria, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that you had a lot of whoopings when you were a child, right? Because your mouth got you in trouble. I know it. or because I know, you know, in these generations, they were not playing what we play, like what we allow at this time. And you couldn't help it. You knew things. You know, you have always known things beyond your so-called age or earth rotation, right? And one or two things happen. They beat it out of you, or they shut you down. If you know, and I can tell, you know, in this generation, you were raised by somebody in the silent generation, right? And those are the ones they whoop first and they ask questions later, right? So, being a yellow electric human, you had a hard time, right? Because you knew a lot. Now, you may have shown that in your family, but tried your best when you were with others to curtail it. Like you tried to fit in, but you didn't really fit in. Right? The yellow human, why is this? Right? Oh, it says, I'm sorry, I didn't even read it. I activate in order to influence, bonding wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the electric tone of service, and I'm guided by the power of intelligence. So the yellow human is literally called free will, right? And free will influences things, right? But through wisdom. So sometimes people can't appreciate that you literally have the wisdom. You're probably good at a whole bunch of things. And growing up, you may have had to just scale back on, like, damn, do you have to be good at everything? Like, come on, man, is there something that you're not good at? Right? So I'm gonna leave it there. But I know, whoo, child, you probably still got scars from how they used to get at you. So all right.
Okay, we got another one. Let's see.
I think
Thank you,
September
everybody,
13th.
for your comments. Oh, flower pot. My
Okay. I
daughter,
saw, okay.
you
I
did that
saw,
one.
no, I saw one that was September 13th, 1957. Was that first?
This one's 11. This is November
Okay.
16th,
Okay, well,
77.
let's do that one. Let's do that one. Okay. 11, 16, 1977. It said name her daughter Maat. All right, Ashay. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. All right. The red resonant earth. And that's 131. Okay, so she's kin 137. The red resonant earth. And it says, I channel in order to evolve, inspiring synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the resonant tone of attunement, and I'm guided by the power of universal water. Okay, so this is the red earth. The red earth is literally walking evolution, right? And so those who are red earths, you are one of the archetypes that y'all have a little bit of a difficult time as well, because when I talk about being, see, that's why I said there are no hierarchies on this. Everybody is God on this, right? All of the archetypes are extraordinary, right? So the earth is the first one of the archetypes that sit in the court of the creator, or as they call it, the Hunab Ku, right? And this archetype navigates evolution. So flower pots, you probably found that and people probably tell you this all the time, that you get everything that you want. Now, you may not think so, right? But people say, how did that happen? Like, wait a minute, I've been waiting to get this for that long time. And then for you, it just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. It just happens. It seems like everything synchronizes. As soon as you think about it, it's there. As soon as you want to, go somewhere, somebody send you a ticket. As soon as, and you might be like, wait a minute, no, it's not. Because for you, it's normal. But for the people that are in and around you, they don't think it's normal at all. They're like, wait a minute, can you just come rub up beside me or something? Now, I want to tell you something too. I saw that you in the invocation, you put Simeon Toko.
Yes.
Simeon Toko is a red galactic earth.
Wow.
And so the story, everybody knows the story of Simeon Toko. They couldn't kill him. He was the African avatar.
Yep.
And so because they deal with evolution and synchronicity. So he had his body so in tune that they took his heart out. He said, listen, just put my heart back in my body. What you doing? They ran over him. His body just synced back up. you
Yep.
know. So they have this natural synchronicity with whatever it is that they're doing. So that's the red earth. And also she liked to play around. She's in the wave spell of the blue monkey, right? So she right there holding the balance of things are magical for people. Always say things are magical for her, right? I can see that, but she may not think so. All right, let me move on. Who else we
Okay,
got?
next one. Hey, Sandra, Camden, Connecticut, 9/13/1957.
Okay. 9/13/1957. All right now. Okay, we're in her wave spell. This is one of the archetypes. This is kin number 53. Kin number 53. The red magnetic Skywalker. Right? So it reads, I unify in order to explore, attracting wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the magnetic tone of purpose, and I'm guided by my own power doubled. Right? So remember, I said the first tone is the magnetic tone. Right? So what's unique about those who come in the magnetic tone, there's a whole 13 unit cycle right behind you. And actually, we are in the wave spell of the Skywalker right now, right? We're about to close it out. But so here with you, okay, so those who are magnetic tone, I always got to say this. So you also have a lot of things that happen in and around you that are interesting, and you know, you've seen some things, right? You've seen some things, and what happens is, so those who have the magnetic tone, they attract a lot of things, a lot of people, places, and things. The key with them is to always have them only attract those things that are in alignment with their purpose, right? Because sometimes you may have people, or you may have experienced this in your life, having, you know, it's like, why is this person still around me? Why am I still experiencing this thing? Why is this always happening, right? Because of the magnetic tone. The magnetic tone literally is magnetic, but it's supposed to attract things that are aligned with the purpose. In your purpose, the Skywalker itself is called space, right? But you sit in the seat of power in the court of prophecy, right? So those, again, this is you're another one of those archetypes that sit in the seat of power. And what happens is this archetype is called the prophet. And so the prophet is able to be the prophet or be in the seat of power because they're getting fed, one, by the wind. You're getting fed by spirit, by the voice of the creator. And then you're also getting fed magic from the magician, the monkey. You're also getting fed the free dominion of the will from the yellow human, which is also called the sage, and then being reflected. And then you literally have enlightenment being reflected. So people may think you're a little strange. You may have grown up and people said you was weird. You probably also seen all kinds of crazy things or whatever. And, you know, but it didn't necessarily bother you that you didn't fit in. You kind of like it, you know. You kind of like being out there and just, you know, or whatever. So, but yeah, that's the red magnetic Skywalker.
Wow.
What we got?
Okay, did we do Agnes 7/22/55 yet? Okay, how many you want to do?
I'm good. You know, we can let's see if we have any questions or anything. Let's do this last
you
one.
got a bunch of folks up in this house tonight.
Oh, do I? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, you got a packed house.
Oh, see,
So we can flow.
I can't see. Okay, I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it over here. We you got a house full of folks.
Okay, all right. Hey, house full of folks. All right. Okay, July 22nd, 1955. All right. We got the white spectral dog. All right. So, what kin is this? This is in the wave spell of the sun. What is that kin? 80? Uh, three. Um, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 89. Kin 90. Right? I think that's right. Yep. Kin 90. Okay, so this is Kin 90. The it's called the white spectral dog, and don't be offended by the word dog, right? Because I'm gonna tell you what that means in a minute. It says, I dissolve in order to love, releasing loyalty. I seal the process of heart with the spectral tone of liberation, and I'm guided by my own power doubled. And I am a galactic activation portal of love, loyalty, heart, liberation. Enter me. Now, okay, so we got the first one that is a portal, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute. So let's talk about the white dogs. So so the white dog is called the compassionate one. This is another one of those archetypes that sit in the seat of power, and sits in the seat of power in the court of compassion. And the white dogs always deal with love and loyalty, right? So now it sounds like this archetype is one of the ones that is, oh, so just so loving and whatever. Nope. Whoever this is, no, as Agnes will get you told in a minute, right? Because they love you enough to tell you the truth, like, and they can't help it because they truly have compassion, right? They can't let you just sit and they like, my eye, like, I don't know, orange don't look good on you. I'm sorry, don't wear that, wear red, right? You had on red the other day, wear red, not orange, right? Because it'd be bothering them if they don't say it. So, but they truly do have big hearts. They really do. And I can tell Agnes, you may have people that get very angry with you because you give them good advice, but they get very angry with you because of the way you say it, right? You make them want to rethink their life every time they say it, but they still love you. They keep coming back for more because you'll tell them what you need to tell them, but you'll love them as well, right?
That
Now
sound right.
yeah, you know her? Okay, that's what's up. Okay, I keep
All
going.
right, that's good. Next one is Francesca Abbey, January 29th, 1955.
Okay, January 29, 1955. Okay. All right. This one is in your wave spell. This is Kin 136. The yellow rhythmic warrior. And we
Oh,
keep
she's a warrior too.
yeah, spiritual warrior.
Yep,
So
artist.
yep, she asks a lot of questions, don't she?
Oh, she's multi-talented.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Yes. So the warrior is another one that sits in the seat of power in the court of intelligence, the court of divine intelligence. And one of the reasons why the warrior is so intelligent is because it's always on a quest, right? The warrior is called the pathfinder, right? So they always if everybody going this way, she gonna go that way and say, you know what, let me go see what's over here. And they be like, don't go over there, ain't nobody been over there. She say, good, let me go over here and see what this is, right? And as always, ask questions, is not necessarily afraid of anything, right? So the things that other people won't do, she'll do, right? And then this her in the level of intelligence, so she has a lot of things that come in, and again, this is another one of those archetypes that is pulling in things from other dimensions, places, and times, and bringing it into this world, and sometimes even feel like they don't belong in this world. They like, what is this? This is upside. This is the upside down to them, right? So I always have to tell my warriors and the knights, you incarnated here, right? I know you be in all them other places, but you came here for a purpose. And so that's one of the things that who's that? Francesca, I think, needs to remember, right? Because they a lot of times they get into the warriors get into a mode of like, this just don't make no sense to me. I don't know why this is. But you have a purpose and a mission here, and your intelligence is the guide.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Thank you. Okay, next one. You need to drink some water, Sister Sag, because we got August 7th, 1982 sitting here. Africa Forever.
Okay, Africa Forever. Let's see what's going on with this one. All right. Let's see.
This is fun.
It is. Okay. August 7th. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. August 7th. Okay. August 7th in 1982. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. All right, you bring back my I got trauma. Okay, this is Africa Forever, male or female?
I don't know.
Okay, it don't matter. I'm just messing with you, bringing up my trauma. Okay, so you can Ken 41, and okay, so Ken 41 is a red lunar dragon, right? And so it reads, I polarize in order to nurture, stabilizing being. I seal the input of birth with the lunar tone of challenge, and I'm guided by the power of space. And so the dragon is the very first archetype, right? So the dragon is the very first archetype.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me check. Let me
Okay, okay, dragon is the very first archetype. And this archetype created all of the other archetypes, right? And so, but I always have to say this to dragons: don't think about this in a linear fashion, like you first and then number two and then number three. It is the representation, because things, when just like that spiral, or just like things don't necessarily happen in nature 1, 2, 3. It kind of happens simultaneously. Like a flower blooms, it might open, like this little part might open, but the whole flower is there and it's all going to unfold. Okay.
He's a male. So, this is a sun god right here.
Oh, okay, I got you. So the red lunar dragon, though, so it's so the representation of the first archetype is the dragon. That's the specialty. And so you have a great understanding of, you read people very well. You can understand just about everybody. And now what happens is, because remember I talked about that lunar tone I talked about earlier. I was talking about the lunar tone. So the lunar tone polarizes. So they pull things apart, and not to rip them apart, but to look in between to see what they are so that it can be stabilized, right? So as the dragon, you have a very nurturing nature about you, because you really understand people, places, and things. And sometimes people do not understand you and where you're coming from. One of the things that I talk about with the dragons, we call them, what do they say? Mother smother. Right? So you get very good advice. And then what happens is, sometimes if people don't do it exactly like you said do it, you might have a little bit of problem with them. And right?
Maybe that's a Leo influence right there too,
So the drag is for a lunar tone, you got to stabilize what you pull apart, right? And then as a dragon, you have to allow others to you're there nurturing the being. You understand who they are, but you have to allow them to do it themselves because they got to get it themselves, right? No mother smother, right? Okay. And you got it by space. So also very deep, stay in the ethers all day, all night. Yep. That's kin one no kin 41. Yep.
Excellent. Next one, 11/28/1988.
All right. Sag in the house, right?
Yeah.
11,
Louisville, Kentucky.
28. 1988. All right. So we have kin number 4. All right. Ooh, okay. So kin number 4. Because remember, I said there are 260 archetypes, right? So this one is literally kin number 4. So in the very first wave spell, that first wave spell is the wave spell of the dragon, right? So that wave spell is all about a new being, a new paradigm. Every time we go through that spiral, we go through a new way of being. And so this archetype, kin number 4, is the very first seed. It's the first one. So what I mean, so you got kin number 1. Kin number 1 is all about the purpose of what we're being, right? Who we're being and why we're here. Kin number 2 is the one that says, yep, and here's the spirit of who we're being and why we're doing it, and we are able to stabilize it. Kin number 3 then says, yep, and then we're going to expand that into all areas in which we exist, right? We're going to expand it into abundance, and everything that we can dream about, that we can be, we're going to do that, right? Here's the first yellow kin. Remember I told you about red, white, blue, and yellow. The first yellow kin is kin number 4. This archetype then says, all right, yep, and what we're going to do with who we are and what we're being here on earth is we're going to target our awareness to that position, and that's the only place that we're going to blossom in. That's the only place we're going to allow our mind to be, our mind, body, spirit. We're only going to allow it to blossom over here, and we're going to keep our awareness there, not on war, conflict, deficit, all of those different things, right? So let's see, who's this? I don't know who. Osiris, right? Very outer worldly being.
Wow.
Right.
Give thanks.
Feels like, like again, like what I was saying about the warrior, definitely has a lot of knowledge and awareness in alternate places and spaces, but has the ability to bring it back into how we're being. And that might be a piece that's missing.
Wow.
Is to take that awareness and bring it back here.
That's awesome.
Right. I say.
Okay. Next one is Jeffrey Bay. May
Jeffrey
31st, 1957.
May 31st.
Gemini Jeffrey.
Gemini Jeffrey. All right. 1957. All right, May 31st. Oh, the yellow cosmic star. Okay, yellow cosmic star. All right. So this is kin 208. All right. So the star is called the way shower. Now the yellow, here, you know what? And I didn't read the signature, but okay. For the other one, it says, I endure in order to beautify, transcending art. I seal the store of elegance with the cosmic tone of presence, and I'm guided by the power of free will. So the star is the the star is the artist, right? So already off the bat, I know this person does something extraordinary, dance, singing, art. They're some sort of artist, whatever it is. That it could even be cooking or whatever they do is something extraordinary. And even growing up, people always said something about what it is that they do. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's some kind of art there. And the star is called the way shower, right? And so they often are, what do they call them things? They have the results in first, right? So they are in the first trends of things. They're the first ones to wear cornrows. They're the first ones to, wear ankh rings or whatever it is. They're literally the way showers, and they do it in beauty and elegance. It's something about them. It might be their shoes. It might be the way they dress. It's the way they, is this? I think this is a brother, right? The way he wears his beard or something. It's something about it, and it's always in beauty and elegance, and probably speaks very eloquently as well, right? Uses I called it the stars, the peace and blessings people, right? They always got some peace and blessings to say, right? Even if they cussing, it's peace and blessings. So that's the star, the
Wow.
yellow cosmic star. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, next one. Brother Shaka out of Dominican Republic. You got people from all over the world. You got somebody in New Zealand, in what's either Australia or New Zealand waiting for a reading.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if we can get to it. Okay.
6/20/1968.
All right. 6/20/1968. All right. We got our first night. All right. So this is kin number. Let me see. Kin number. Ooh, why can't I get this kin number? Okay. I'll get it. Oops. Okay. What is that? June 20th, 1968. Okay. Blue overtone night. It says, I empower in order to dream, commanding intuition. I seal the input of abundance with the overtone tone of radiance, and I'm guided by the power of magic. All right. So the night is the third archetype, and that night, the night deals with abundance, right? And so this let's see, Shaka, this brother here, right? What? Okay, so okay, I'm just laughing real quick. Okay, wow. So this I probably as a child, depending on what kind of parents you had, Shaka, they might have been a little afraid of the stuff that you saw and heard and possibly could do, right? May have been one of the just because I know we're in the same generation, and our generation, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know. This brother might levitate. I see
Go ahead with your bad self, brother.
telekinesis, telekinesis or something like that, or it's in your dreams. Because the night is called the dreamer, right? The night is called the dreamer, but this is the overtone night, right? So this night, when you get to the fifth tone, that fifth tone is the tone that commands things. So he's commanding his intuition. So whatever it is that he's experiencing in his dreams, when he comes into the waking world, he's commanding this. So he may have some hidden things. We don't want the men in black coming to get you, but yeah, he has some hidden things that he has always been able to do. Command certain. I see I see things moving around them, but being able to command those things, and probably hasn't had the space to feel safe to do it. Maybe now, because people are coming out of people are now coming out and expressing these things openly.
All that magic. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for the next one?
Yep. Let's go.
225, 1987.
Y'all got me in here sweating. I'm sweating up in here. Okay.
I'll tell you need a drink.
I know. I got it right here. I'm gonna stop in a minute.
Yeah, take a break. And I'm gonna put the music on so that you can rehydrate. The what is it? The Melanin Immortals music.
Oh yes, please. Okay,
All right.
let's do this one.
Uh-huh.
Let's do this one and then I'll take a
Yep.
break. Okay. February 25th, 1987. Okay. All right. We got another night. Oh, look at that. They roll together. Okay. So this is Ken number, let's see, 31. This is 143. Right? Ken 143. The blue cosmic night. It says, I endure in order to dream, transcending intuition. I seal the input of abundance with a cosmic tone of presence, and I'm guided by the power of accomplishment. And so for you, again, I just talked about the night. Now you're the 13th tone. And so again, definitely someone who prefers to kind of stay in the outer limits of things. So, you may want to go and in groups and stuff like that, but you're always in the back right corner somewhere, right? Watching, because a lot of times you can feel the frequency of everybody around you, and you may not have yet gotten to the point where you know how to counteract that energy, right? Transcending intuition. So yeah, it's a lot to it, and you may have experienced times of okay, so how this works for you. If there is a time of loss, it's a great loss, right? But if there's a time where there is great abundance, there's great abundance, because literally the night is called abundance. And so what happens with the blue knights is that they either, whatever it is that they are experiencing, is it's going to be abundant, right? So sometimes it may seem a little scary, because in times where there is loss of people, places, and things, it may seem overwhelming, right, for you. But you're literally abundance, and that's the thing that you need to remember, that's your birthright. That's your specialty on earth, is to be abundant. And so if it's in this direction, if it's in the direction of loss, it can also be an abundance of gain of whatever it is that you need, right? So that's that.
Okay. So we're going to take a break. Let Priestess Sedge, Maat, High Priestess, take a break. But this is a music message for all of us. And tell us what we're getting ready to hear about Melanated Immortals real quick.
Yeah, so we do something called the melanin frequency. We have a session every Sunday night at 6 p.m. and we have been transmitting a frequency since the fall equinox of 2019 for the betterment of melanin dominant people worldwide, because we felt that we literally have a whole priesthood devoted to shifting the global consciousness, right? For us to get out of the programming that keeps us not fully expressing who we are, right? And so we are also doing this for our youth, right? And so we have what we're doing this year is called the 52 Acts of Unity, and we have a young melanated immortals program in which we start to teach the children what we're learning now, so they don't have to wait until they go through all this karma, trauma, and drama. They learn now how to stay solid with their purpose and to hold their frequency as divine beings on earth. And so we sent that to Sister OJ Yeme, and then she sent it to the brother, and he created a theme song for us. And so it is really dope. And
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely Yeah,
Check it
let's
out,
do it.
y'all. Here it
All right.
comes. Let me go full screen. Listen up.
That I knew a young melanated immortals arise. A divine year of unity, watch you touch the sky. Together we gather, aligned in the light, rising as one in purpose and might. Free online circles, no walls, no gate. Every Friday night we activate. Feb 6 to March 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where hearts link up and spirits climb. Fun and interactive, we laugh, we engage. Thought-provoking talks that awaken the sage. Body and spirit, together they grow. Planting the seeds of what you need to know. Confidence, purpose, truth in our view. 52 acts of divine unity calling you. Week 1 sets a tone, Act 20 ignites. Trust your intuition, your inner sight. Week 2, let's go, what no longer will last. Act 21, release the past. Week 3, Act 22, communities key. Build high vibe circles where all can be free. Week 4 goes deep, knowledge is melanin's flame. Act 23, learn your power, your name. Week 5 restores, Act 24's call. Heal your body naturally, stand strong and tall. Week 6 completes it with honor and truth. Act 25, integrity, respect rooted in youth. Raising conscious leaders, together we stand. Future in heart, wisdom in hand. So step in, sign up, don't wait, start now. This is the moment, this is the how. Register now, let your light be known. Melanated immortals rising as one.
All right. Okay. Hold on. We back. Give her a second. She had to hydrate because sister was. Oh, let me put all this other information up.
Yeah.
Oh, up. Let me put it up. You sent me a workbook stuff. Hold on a second. Let me just. Oh, here you go. Right here. Okay. Going to copy and paste. Should I put this in the youth workbook?
Probably in the chat. Yeah, that's if they want to get the what they just saw. I think I put a bunch of links in there. I'm sorry.
You
I
such a
was trying to do
sag.
it.
Look at you.
I was trying to do it real quick.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. Hold on a second. Let me get it all in here, all the way up to youth workbook copy, and I'm gonna put this in the comments. Copy, and here we go. Okay, post. Do. Oh yeah, paste. I'm getting practice in.
Okay.
All right. Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let me see where did I leave off at now? I gotta find out where I was.
February 25th, 1987.
February 25th, 1987. Okay, next one is 717, a Cancerian,
Ooh,
1994.
I keep seeing
Melissa,
717.
717, 1994.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
1994. All right. Okay. Yellow Rhythmic Sun. Okay, that's Kin 240. We got a bunch of them in Mimic. All right. So the yellow rhythmic sun. So the sun is the 20th archetype. So you know how we talked about the dragon being the first archetype. The sun is the 20th archetype. And this archetype deals with living an enlightened life. So it's the yellow sun is literally called the enlightened one. So
Mm.
this represents like a Buddha, uh, uh, Jesus, I say that, but a Buddha, a Christed one, right? And so the signature reads are organized in order to enlighten, balancing life. I seal the matrix of universal fire with the rhythmic tone of equality, and I'm guided by my own power doubled. And
Wow.
so, yes. Um, so this now it's interesting. Now, this is what the yellow suns experience. It's interesting that they are the representation or of the specialty of being like a Buddha or so. But now you got to think about the life, though, that Buddha lived, or this story, right? Is they went through this period of, he had to go and find out in the world how to live an enlightened life. And so through that, had a lot of different experiences. So sometimes with the yellow suns, they have a lot of experiences that may seem hardcore, right?
Mm.
But they are very resilient in keeping it's almost like it's innate that they know they are the enlightened one, right? So even if they are uh in a homeless shelter, they in the homeless shelter holding court, and teaching everybody how to meditate and how to eat food, and the right kind of food, and things like that. And so this archetype you may have a little bit of a hard time, but the thing to always remember is that you don't have to go through uh, stress, hardship, and pain to be that enlightened one, right? We've all been programmed to that, we're coming from a deficit. So the things that the yellow suns have to remember is that you're not coming from a deficit to be who you are. You can just
Beautiful.
come right out the box and be the enlightened one, right? So that's
Ta-ta. That's
yep,
amazing.
yep.
Okay. Next one, September 8th, 1991.
Okay. All right. Uh-oh. The white self-existing mirror. And so that is kin 238. Okay. So the mirrors are okay, let me read it first. It says, I define in order to reflect, measuring order. I seal the matrix of endlessness with the self-existing tone of form, and I'm guided by the power of timelessness. So the mirrors are the reflection of the cosmos. They literally reflect the truth and the order of the cosmos. Okay. And so um with you may find sometimes um that this is another one of the archetypes that may be very much misunderstood and taken the wrong way. Okay, because you're literally reflecting those around you. And so, but what happens is sometimes when you reflect, they reflecting it back to you, like, how you saying that to me when you this, right? And then a lot of what you endeavor, or a lot of the things that you experience, it's amplified, right? Because you also have, you got about a power of timelessness. So you may feel something. It's like you're, what do they call it, a super empath. Like, this is one of the archetypes that I'll say is like a super empath. So you'll feel something, a little bit of it is yours, but a lot of it is the mirror, because you're literally the mirror. It says endlessness, right? So you're reflecting a whole bunch of things at the same time. And so one of the things that the mirrors need to remember is their purpose, right? They always got to go back to the grounding in their physical body, which is purpose. And so why are you reflecting all of these things? And so you got to take it back to your purpose.
You're giving the readings you're giving. People are commenting saying this. Wow, amazing, right on point. Okay, here's another one. 12/8/87.
All right. Oh, we getting our young folks in here. 12/8/87. All right. The red cosmic moon. All right. Ooh, okay. You don't play, do you? Okay. Okay, so this is Ken, what is this? 169. The red cosmic moon. It says, I endure in order to purify, transcending flow. I seal the process of water with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of space. Okay, so what's this? Zala don't play, right? So you can't play around in Zala's space. Okay, she is not having it.
That is funny. And she a Sag too.
Okay, she is not playing. So Zala is always looking to go to the next level. And so sometimes she may get a little impatient with people, places, and things because they're not moving faster enough for her. And so with this, because she's a 13th tone as well, right? And so with this, the thing that I would say here is oh my God. Yeah, Zala, you're going to experience everything that you want. You just have to stay grounded, and you got to allow your will to be free, but you got to allow everybody else's will to be free as well, so that they can flow, right? And definitely a person who is very, this is somebody that you want on your team, right? Because Zala don't play, but she get things done, and she is, definitely a trustworthy person. So I see that as well.
That was awesome.
Zala,
Had me laughing over here.
Zala on my team, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Zala. Okay. All right.
March, what is this? March 15th, 2000?
2000. I was like, what is that? What's 00? That's they doing it.
I was saying, this was a new one.
Okay. It's a test. Okay, March 15th. All right. They are, let's say March 2000. The first millennial. Okay, come on. March 15, 2000. Wait a minute. Did I get that right? March 15, 2000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. The overtone world bridger. Okay. Kin 226. Okay. So the world bridger, it says, I empower. This is another one of those overtones, right? I empower in order to equalize, commanding opportunity. I seal the store of death with the overtone tone of radiance, and I've got it by the power of timelessness. Okay, so the world bridger is called death. Now, not death like the Grim Reaper, but death of everything that's in the way of your true self, your higher self, your divinity, your, everything that you're trying to accomplish. Because when you are able to bring everything into, I'm going to say, equilibrium, or to 0 point, like nothing, you're completely neutral, then you can see all of the opportunities, right? So the world bridgers, they literally bridge worlds, right? They are the ones that know all of the opportunities. They can, I make jokes about the world bridgers and say, if you ask the world bridger where they can find a jade vase from the Ming Dynasty, you'll be surprised. They might know exactly what they'd be like. You know what? I don't have one, but I tell you what, there's a little shop around the corner, and if you go in the back and ask for Mr. Johnson, he'll tell you, whatever.
Wow.
So, the world bridger is the overtone. Yes. So this. Okay. So for you, definitely it has a lot of opportunities. So, but sometimes you don't slow down to enjoy those opportunities yourself, right? You find, a lot of things, you bridge a lot of things for other people, but sometimes you do not experience them yourself. And then sometimes you feel like, well, dang, where's mine? I done put this person with this and I've done that, and it doesn't come back, right? And so one of the things I would say is for you to remember to allow yourself to enjoy all of the opportunities that you have available to you. You are definitely an asset to a lot of people, and you also need to be an asset to yourself.
Ashe. Next one, Lisa Be Lucky, 9172.
All right, come on, Lisa Be Lucky.
Lisa Be Lucky.
Lisa Be Lucky. I like that. Lisa Be Lucky. She ain't playing. She ain't playing. She said, I'll be. All right, let me see. Lisa Be Lucky. Let me see. She probably yellow can. Let me see. She probably human. Let me see. I said she was yellow, right? Lisa Be Lucky. Lisa Be a yellow self-existing warrior. Says, I define in order to question, measuring fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the self-existing tone of form, and I've got it by the power of free will. And so she is also in this waist belt of the Skywalker. She is kin 56. And so yeah, Lisa Be Lucky. Lisa, yeah, she is. She ain't playing. She is for real about that. Lisa loves to explore. Very hard to get her to settle down to something. I don't know if you have children, but if you do, the only thing that has ever slowed you down in your life was either children or relationship. But other than that, you out, and good luck trying to get you.
That's funny.
You out, and good luck trying to get you to settle down to anything. However, let me say this though: you the self-existing tone, and you define the form of things. So sometimes you do need to kind of sit still for a minute, right? And a lot, because you may have a lot of things that are not, because you always, on the go, you ready to go do this, you do that, or whatever. And so you may want to settle down and use your specialty of being able to define and measure things so that you can experience some of the things that you want to in your life.
Amazing. Okay, next one is, let me know when you feel like you topped off, Sag, because we 2 hours in. You know what? Because you know what we could do if you want. We done did 2 hours. We can also do next week, like a part 2.
Okay. Dang, we've been on here for 2 hours.
2 hours.
That's crazy. It feel like we've been on here for about 20 minutes.
All right, that's cool. I'm good.
But I can feel it because I am sweating. But how many people? I mean, we got how many more we
You
got?
got you got it right now. You got 70 people listening. We've
Mm,
had over 100 people coming and going. Yeah,
okay.
you done magnetized. Hey, wait. You know what it is? It's that whirlpool you was talking about. Let me put it back up there. Let me show you what. Listen. You did it with this. That who knob cool sisters got whirlpools. You done whirlpool all these folks up in here for real.
Mm,
I want to get at least to the brother in New Zealand, and then
yeah, we
we can
gotta do that. Okay. Yeah, I was looking. Okay, let's get to New Zealand. New Zealand, you the last one. Okay. All right,
yeah.
let's go.
Hang in
Let's go.
there, New Zealand. And he's
Okay.
a Maori. Is an indigenous brother. So we got
All
to get,
right.
yeah.
Come on. All right. So we got May 24th. Dang, it does not feel like it's been 2 hours. Okay. May
We having
24th.
fun. That's
I
why.
know. I'm gonna be up all night. Okay. May 24th, 1963.
1966.
All right. The red rhythmic serpent. Okay. So let me see. This is 40. So Ken 45. Okay. So it says, I organize in order to survive, balancing instinct. I seal the store of life force with a rhythmic tone of equality, and I got it by my own power doubled. Okay, so Fire Horse is the serpent. The serpent is literally called life force, and not just life force from the aspect of just breathing in and out. Those who represent life force are literally super vital, right? So Fire Horse probably is let me see, what wave spell is this in? Wave spell. Oh shoot. Okay. In the wave spell of enlightenment. So okay. So Fire Horse. Wow. So people probably are always amazed at your vitality, right? And the things that you can still do, right? And also your ability to, it has an ability to kind of stay calm or stay vibrant, because the serpents deal with vitality. They're like super vital, right? To stay vital even in the face of, so-called problems. We call them problems, right? And you are that voice that calms everybody, that kind of keeps people um focused on what they need to be focused on, even though you solve a lot of problems. That's what I see. You solve a lot of problems for people, places, and things, right? And you are able to hold that balance. Yep. And very vital, very vital. That's something that has always been with you. And I can see that you seek to keep it that way as well. All right. Who else we got? What else we
Oh,
got?
okay. Oh, I'm right here with you. Hold on. March 5th, 1977.
March 5th.
How's that pronounced? Jaheen Correct.
Jaheen Carey.
Sound
Okay.
like a musician or artist or
All
something.
right. Come on now. 1977. March 5th. 1977. Oh, okay. Red Spectral Dragon. All right. Okay. Red Spectral Dragon.
Wow, another
Um,
dragon?
Another dragon. That is Ken 141. Ken 141. Okay. It says, I dissolve in order to nurture, releasing being. I seal the input of birth with the spectral tone of liberation, and I am guided by my own power doubled. Okay. All right. I can tell. What's that song? Want to be starting something.
Gotta be starting
Starting
something. I
something.
remember that.
Ready to get over.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Jaheen. Jaheen.
Gotta be
Okay.
starting something.
Yeah.
Gotta be starting something. Yep, I remember that.
And look, he just do it just because he can, right? Uh, and
That
then
is funny.
Jaheen, you like starting stuff, but part of why he does it, right, is very helpful because a part of why he does it is it frees people of their filters. Like, so if he's around somebody who is real, just you can, how you have and I don't even have to talk about anybody else. I used to be like that. I used to have a I would never get on a show and do the snake and sing and act goofy, right? And so he likes to get people out of that space, right? So he freedom. He gets on them because, again, remember I said the dragons know people. They can read people very well. So almost instantly he can read you and knows what part of you needs to be liberated. And so sometimes that gets taken the wrong way. So I would say for Jaheen is you need to explain, after you release them from what they need to be released from, you want to make sure that you're able to articulate. Don't just walk away. Don't just leave them where they at and laugh at them, right? If you're able to articulate that, you'll have a longing, more long-lasting relationships with those people that you have freed.
So you got to invite him to the next party, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he'll be fun, right? Don't be
Yeah,
going.
he'll get the party going. All right, Jaheen. All right, next one is Alpha 779 1955.
Okay. 1955. 55. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of red spectral earth. All right. So let's see. Kin number 37. Kin number 37, the red spectral earth. I dissolve in order to evolve. See, we got another one in the spectral tone. Releasing synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the spectral tone of liberation, and I'm guided by my own power doubled. Okay, so this is definitely another one of those people who don't play. Okay, you cannot play in who's this alpha? Alpha, you don't play in alpha space.
Alpha
Okay.
7 Lee. Yeah, boy.
They will free. She will live. He or she will liberate you, right? But a little different than maybe those that will directly do that. This person is more apt to just leave you alone, just leave you where you at, because they ain't even got time to explain why. They can't get with you. And so probably spends have a very small group of people that they operate with because they're very focused on getting things done.
Wow.
Right? They're not, they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a whole lot of time, but it's okay to sit down for a minute because you're probably ahead of everybody anyway with what you're trying to do. And so you may want to allow yourself some time to have a little bit of fun, just enjoy yourself, enjoy some of, just like I was talking with the other guy about enjoying the opportunities. You want to enjoy some of your accomplishments because, see, again, this is that red earth. Things automatically synchronize around this person, and they may not think that they do, but people tell me that all the time. How is it that everything just happened, or whatever? And so that's a gift, right?
Yes, it is.
And so you need to enjoy it too, right?
Ashe. Okay, next one. 11/16/77.
Okay, you're welcome, flower pots. did this one before, did we?
Did we?
Okay. I don't know. All right, let's see. 11, 16. I think we did, didn't we? I feel the name. I remember that name.
Let me
But
see. I gotta scroll back because I lose my spot here.
mhm.
Did we do you already, Flower Pots? 11, 16. Did we do you yet? Put it in the comments because I gotta use more than one phone.
Yeah, Red Resonant Earth. We did.
Okay. All right. Moving
Yeah,
to the
I
next
remember
one.
the Red Resonant Earth. I think she was just saying thank you.
Oh, okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right. The next one is Victorious
Victorious.
Michael
Okay.
Michelle 51483.
514
Oh yeah,
83.
Flower Pot said yeah. That was already done.
Okay. Okay. 514 83. Man, what's up with these dragons?
We got a
Okay.
bunch of dragons. That's right. We got a dragon party. We got a fire coon.
Okay, so this is let me see, 53, 54, 55, 57, 59, 60, 60. Oh, I should know this because we in this wave spells. Ken 61. Ken 61. So we got another dragon, the red solar dragon. I pulse in order to nurture, realizing being. I seal the input of birth with the solar tone of intention, and I'm guided by the power of navigation. So again, this is this is the dragon. So this is the first archetype.
Mm.
And the first archetype is always one of those people who can read people very well. Now, but for um, the solar dragon may be a little bit more standoffish in also letting people know that they can read them. They mean this person reads from afar, right? He'll he'll read you, but read you from afar, and you probably gotta pull him in, right? And he'll let you know what he knows, right? So those who know him, they're close friends. They love him, right? Because when they ask him things, he's just like, oh yeah, well, yeah, if you had asked me earlier, I would have told you boom, 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 boom. Probably also a very good reader, like
Wow.
of like what I'm doing, right? He probably would be very good at something like this and probably already does something like this, like tarot cards or numerology or something like that, but makes an excellent reader.
Awesome. Okay,
Yep.
next one. Deborah Semple 11/20/57.
Okay. 20, 57. Oh my God! What did all the dragons did y'all call each other? And just let's all the dragons come together and let's have a party, right? Oh,
It's a dragon party tonight.
I'm a dragon magnet. That's what that thing did. It
Yeah, you
all
and
the
OJ Yemi.
Okay, so let's see. This is Ken. What is this? 58, 59, 60. Ken 161. That is the red self-existing dragon. It says, I define in order to nurture, measuring being. I seal the input of birth with a self-existing tone of form, and I'm guided by the power of navigation. And so Deborah is I'm gonna tell you right now, Deborah, if you have children, your children be like, oh my God. Well, she is a mother smother, a helicopter mom.
Wow.
Or whatever it is. It might be her children, is business, is friends, or whatever, but they love you because even though it's kind of like that what do they call it, the helicopter mom, but everybody loves it, right? And so And then, but she will definitely, if you got a hair out of place, she is the T's crossed, I's dotted person. And if your stuff is out of place, she's gonna tell you about it, and then she's gonna tell you how to fix it, and then she's gonna say, look, move out of the way, let me do it. You ain't doing it right. I'm gonna do it. All right. But very loving, very fun to be around. And deep. She got some deep, deep stuff about her. But I think she questions it.
Powerful. Okay.
Come on.
Thank you. Next one and last one is New Zealand, November 8th, 1972.
November 8th, 1972. November 8th. All right. Drum roll. All right. We got the yellow resonant seed. Okay. So this is kin. Which kin is this? This is kin 1. What is this? 158, 59. Let's see. 160. No, that's not 164. That's not right. I don't know why I can't get that number. Somebody find that number for me. One of my people. I don't know. My brain ain't working with the calculations. But the yellow resonant seed is not 164 because 164 is galactic. So the yellow resonant seed is it says I channel in order to target, inspiring awareness. I seal the input of flowering with the resonant tone of attunement, and I'm guided by the power of intelligence. And so, let me see what wave spell are we in. Woo-wee. So, for who's this? Scorpio Phoenix. Okay, Scorpio Phoenix. When you want to, you can tap into just about anything that you can desire. Also, very much an individual who can do readings very, very well. You probably already do, and you probably do them automatically. Like you're not trying to, but you do it automatically. And if you've ever had any kind of plant medicine, you were shown some stuff that you cannot explain, that you still can't explain, and you're probably always looking for an outlet to be able to express the depth of what you channel. Because see, those who have the resonant tone, they naturally channel, but you also being the seed, your awareness goes there. And okay. Fortunately,
Okay.
you may try to find something to not allow you to have that awareness.
Whoa, he's
Okay.
way out there. All right.
Okay, New Zealand.
Okay, we're in 2 hours and 22 minutes. It's
Okay.
your call, Sister Sad. You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right, because listen, everybody who we didn't get tonight. How you looking for next Tuesday, same time?
Next Tuesday, same time. Yep, we good.
Okay, so everyone, Yolandi, Shambak, everybody here, come and line up so that we can continue the readings, because we've been 2 hours and 22 minutes strong, and we want y'all to experience this. And this is just an appetizer so that you can get a full reading from High Priestess Maat. That's what I'm calling you. In fact, right now, I need to drink some water myself. So join us next Tuesday, 7 p.m. for part 2. I want to thank everyone for being patient. I want to thank all the family, frequency fam who joined us tonight. And we'll see y'all next Tuesday. 7 p.m. We'll continue the readings. All right?
Say.
Bless.